Hello, dears. I am your well known magician. Now, today I will talk about vampires because that's the truth that I am actually a vampire, a hybrid. So I'm a psychic and a sanguinarian vampire as well. So both. Now, what's a psychic vampire? A psychic vampire is someone who will drain the energy out of people by touch or without touch. And a sanguinarian or a bloodsucker is basically who will actually drink or ingest human blood or animal blood. Um, Now let's get so hybrid will be both, and so a lot of people think like being a vampire is something like out of the movie like Dracula or Twilight. Basically, we do not sparkle and we are not so quick and strong like it would be. There is some difference between a normal average human being and with a vampire. Actually, they are sort of like really sensitive on supernatural things, and well. Actually, you are not a vampire. You're not a sanguinarian if you're having, for example, porphyria or hemophilia. Um, if the doctor, if you're going to the blood test to see why are you craving blood, and the doctor says I don't know, then yes, you are a real life sanguinarian. Now, psychic vampires can basically be anyone with a better imagination. You can just be a psychic vampire. You don't have to be a vampire for that. Any human being has the ability to be a psychic vampire. Um, so, but to be a sanguinarian, you have to be really predisposed for being that. And there is no magic which will change you inside into vampire. There are like a lot of spells like making you a vampire. there is no such a thing. And turning you can't turn anyone into a vampire. So I don't know. Well, normal human, if would ingest actual human blood or animal blood, would throw it up or would basically have really strong abdominal cramps and constipation for a week at least. So, and it can actually cause death as well if a normal actual human being would ingest a lot of blood because it's a lot of iron and it can kill a human. Um, so if you are a sanguinarian and if you drink blood without any problem and you love it and you don't have that cramps and you're not constipated, then you're definitely a sanguinarian vampire. Now, I would say from my experience, I didn't want it to be a vampire. I didn't even know. So I became a vampire 2 years ago. It just happened like overnight. I was just like craving for blood, and I had really strong headaches, dizziness, and weakness, and all I wanted is blood. And well, I tried to take painkillers, but it made it even worse. I couldn't even see of the dizziness and pain and stuff. So, as I took a little bit of, I guess, some animal blood, I became so good feeling. It was like an ecstasy, like when you're high or drunk, and it's a really good feeling. And it all stopped, and I was really fine, like 1 week or 2 week maximum, and then again. Um, so after ingesting blood, you're actually getting the feeling of the other human or the animal. So a lot of times the animals will be scared, definitely, and you will be hyperactive. You will have an adrenaline rush, and I don't know. Between the feeding, like uh, you actually, I noticed like I'm slightly faster. I am I am slightly faster than people like who are jogging and stuff. I'm slightly faster. I'm not too much faster than them, and the reflexes would be quicker. But the strength is something that I don't think so. It just takes years, I guess, to be a sanguinarian and then be a bit stronger than people, other people. Maybe there's always there be someone who will be stronger than you. So don't think it's like, yeah, I'm a vampire, I will be strong. It's not that. And But I would say that, yeah. So this is what is to be a vampire, a real life vampire, without any lies. And so in the other thing, we are not everyone is sensitive on the sun. I am not sensitive on the sun. I can go on the sun without any problem, and that's it. And some people are like, I can't headache, I can stand the sun. It's just like a psychological thing, I guess. They just really take the vampire thing too seriously, and that's it. But I would say that if you're uh, like I was not ever interested about vampires in my life, and you know um, I became a vampire even without wanting it. So that is what I said, because some people will like basically be after some movies like Dracula or Twilight be crazy about vampires, and they will basically in their mind say like, I want blood, but it's not that. When your body is asking for blood, now then you are a real vampire. And I would say that to be a vampire is not an easy thing, because you are actually um, depending on either energy or either blood. So yeah, it is actually a challenge, and a lot of things are coming on with it. So that would be all now today. What I wanted to say about vampires, and yeah, take care. Bye bye.